Okay, let's go. Part 2. COVID-19, food service, and you. Should you be eating out right now? Well, I guess that depends on your situation. So I think, in my humble opinion, I think if you're able-bodied, if you've got a regular job that allows you to get off at an appropriate time, and you've got kids to feed, sure, you've got a spouse to feed, sure, everybody's tired, nobody wants to cook, sure, you shouldn't be eating out. You can trust, like I said in part 1, you can trust a restaurant to make your food safely. You can trust that the restaurant's delivery staff will deliver that food to you safely and follow the procedures. But in this timeline right now, people aren't getting paid. I've been hearing about places not able to get their checks out to their employees. People are afraid of missing their rent payments, missing their other payments, all these things. So people aren't taking time off work. Everybody needs a break right now. America, the world needs a break right now. Because the reason this is spreading so much is because people are just rubbing elbows with each other all day. They're at work. They're going to the park. They're doing things. They're standing online. Ass to butt. Dick to butt. You know, and that's why this thing is propagating so effectively. Restaurants are trying to survive, okay? The airlines are trying to survive. The cruise industry is trying to survive. And what happens when companies are fighting for survival? The guys on the bottom run of the ladder get the shit end of the stick. You're stuck running a restaurant with 2 people, but the company's running specials and telling people to come get curbside delivery, get a buy one get one sandwich. And these food service employees are being bogged down with order after order. I can't even run orders out at this point, really. Sometimes we can, but for the most part, you just got to come inside and get that shit. People are calling, setting up curbside delivery orders, thinking, oh, I'm social distancing because I'm sitting in my car and this little slave boy is going to bring this food to me. No. The way this thing is spreading is these, I think, droplets on surfaces, right? Now, if you've disinfected your entire house, you've disinfected your doorknobs, you're trying to stay home as much as possible, you're probably going to be pretty safe relatively. Statistics say we're all going to come into contact with the shit. But if you can actually follow these guidelines and self-quarantine, we're going to flatten that curve. People aren't doing that. Last night I came up here to help because I had an employee in here alone getting his ass kicked. And we came up here to help. I had over 10 people in the lobby waiting for food. When you come in and you see one guy behind the counter taking orders and making all of the food, sweating, you're still gonna wait online and get your order in? You won't just go home and cook? This is a small place. We don't have a lot going on. Until we get orders back to back. We've got online orders, we've got delivery orders, we got drivers being shitty because they're not getting their food on time. I'm sorry. There are 100,000 people trying to eat out. They're eating out. Why are you doing that? Why are you eating out? I don't understand. I just went to Dunkin' Donuts and got some coffee. I got some donuts. Let me tell you, if I didn't have to work today, I wouldn't have gone to Dunkin' Donuts. I wouldn't be interacting with anybody. I'd be at home with my girl. and we'd be chilling. But I have to go to work because I'm afraid I'm not going to make these payments. I'm afraid that the government's not going to pass the stimulus package and we're going to be up shit's creek without a paddle. And you know damn well your boat doesn't have a motor. What else is there? Yeah, the stimulus package. So I was pretty confident that this thing was going to come out. I'm like, hey, we're actually going to be maybe okay. But, I mean, turns out the deal is bad. They're blocking it. They don't want it because something about big corporations getting all the money. I'll take anything, really, at this point. I'll take anything. As a working person, a tax-paying citizen, I'll take whatever you got, government. Bail them out. Fuck it. You don't care. You never cared. And to pretend like they care, like the president pretends like we're going to help the American people, this, that. Yes, you want your second term, sure. You're going to get it. It's sad, but it's true. Every time I see this dude, alright, anyway, yeah. So people are still fucking coming in here and getting food. I get it, you can't find ground beef anywhere. Because people are hoarding it like crazy fucking assholes. You can't find bread. You can't find the bread that you want. Fuck you. All that's left at Walmart was wheat bread. I bought the wheat bread. I need some bread. I need some toast in the morning. Okay? I need a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I bought the fucking bread that's left. You can't find ground beef. But people are leaving the premium cuts of beef. I don't know what you're really supposed to do. It's fucking nuts, man. I mean, people aren't really taking this shit seriously. And honestly, I wasn't until I saw, the best comedians I know, Tim Dillon, Andrew Schultz, they're taking it so seriously. They're releasing podcasts every day about the shit. They're taking it seriously. These are jokesters. They make jokes. Tim Dillon always has a darker opinion on things. But these podcasts that he's putting out about coronavirus are black. These aren't dark jokes. These are black jokes. It's a deep, dark black. The outlook is black. Black symbolizes death. As soon as I realized Andrew Schultz was taking this seriously, I called my grandma, I called my mother, I tell them, I hope you guys are self-quarantining, I hope you've got a plan. My mom tells me, I have to go to work. That's fucked up. You know? A lot of these kids, it seems like the millennials are for once not the insane people, right? We're all talking about quarantining. We're all talking about how serious this is getting. But the older generation, they don't see it. They're not afraid. And a lot of people have theories that maybe they've made peace with it. Sure, if it's time for me to go, and this is how I go, I'm going to go out and get my burger. I'm going to go out and play some bingo. I think people are still going and getting haircuts. I think people are still going and getting in tanning beds right now. They're supposed to have closed all non-essential businesses, but Academy Sports and Outdoors is open here in Oklahoma. People are still coming into my restaurant, getting their food. I put it in a bag. I wrap the food up. There's a sign on the door that everybody who's an online customer got emails about everything being wrapped to go, you gotta get. There's no eating in any lobbies, supposed to be any eating in any lobbies around here. But I still get, every now and then, I get a person who will come, get their food, unwrap it, sit at a table, and start eating. And I gotta go up to him and say, hey, there's a global pandemic going on right now. You gotta go. Your saliva droplets are getting all over the counter. You're taking a bite of the burger, it goes down wrong a little bit. That's all over. That's all over right now. People are gonna sit here and wait for their food. And if I don't have a chance to get over there and sanitize that real quick after you leave, which I try to do every time I see this stupid shit happen. Also, anytime someone sits down, I gotta go sanitize where they had their hands. I gotta go do all this. Food service workers should be getting hazard pay. What is that? I don't know. What is hazard pay? I don't know. A lot of places like this, you don't get any kind of bonuses. I mean, these big companies, they got their Halloween pay. I mean, holiday pay. They got other shit. The small places like this, I'm getting that same rate. I'm getting my hours cut. I feel a sense of impending doom every day I'm in here dealing with people one after another, you know. I got this guy who seems completely disconnected from reality last night, telling everybody, God bless you, God bless you, touching people. He's slapping people on the back. He walked up to the counter, he's like, I'm touching. All right. He walks up to the counter, he's like, hey, what is that, friend? And I turn around, he slaps me on the back. What is this? Why are you touching people? He did it to my other employee. Why are you touching me? I walk past him to go deliver an order, he touches me. I don't know where the fuck you've been. I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't even want to be here right now. We should be shut down. Every restaurant should be closed right now. Because you can't be there every single minute making sure people are properly handling this shit. And it's a risk. It's a big risk. I don't know where people are gonna get ground beef. Everybody's buying the shit. But goddamn. This is part 2. I couldn't get anybody to call in and talk with me about this yet. I figure I'm gonna just grab somebody for part 3 in real life, and we'll have a face-to-face conversation instead of me just yelling at a camera. I'll bounce these ideas back and forth with somebody. I feel like this is kind of therapeutic. But this is my last day at work for however long this is going on. At work here, at least. I feel at risk here. I mean, there are people who definitely have it worse. I mean, I've got the option of taking at least a week off and coming right back because, I mean, that's just how it works for me right now. This is part 2. Part 3's coming. Probably in a couple of days or something. Bye.